They erased names, rewrote history, divided families, poisoned communities, and sold lies as freedom, Black America. How many generations must disappear before we finally wake up?
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools decline.
Community suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history.
Black America. Wake up before they bury another generation.
Teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity,
Build ownership,
build ownership.
build stronger foundations.
Black America,
Wake up,
before they bury.
another generation.
They took Africans from kingdoms and villages, packed them inside slave ships, chained them for months across the Atlantic Ocean. Millions died before even reaching American soil. Families were separated forever. Children were sold away from mothers. Men were beaten for reading books. Women were assaulted without justice. Slave owners built wealth from free labor, while black bodies were treated like property under American law. After slavery ended in 1865, freedom still did not arrive. Equally, Black Americans faced black codes, lynching, segregation, and Jim Crow laws. Schools were separated, neighborhoods were separated, hospitals were separated, voting rights were blocked through intimidation, literacy tests and violence. Entire black towns were burned to the ground, like Tulsa in 1921, where successful black businesses were destroyed by racist mobs. The government created redlining policies that denied black families home loans and wealth building opportunities. Highways were built through black neighborhoods. Factories left cities, and unemployment rose. Drugs flooded communities during the crack epidemic, while prisons expanded across America. Sentences for crack cocaine were far harsher than powder cocaine, even though both were forms of the same drug. Millions of black men disappeared into prisons, while families struggled without fathers and sons.
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools decline.
Community suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history. Black America.
Wake up before they bury another generation.
Teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity,
Build ownership,
build ownership.
build stronger foundations.
Black America,
Wake up before they bury another generation.
The civil rights movement brought change through sacrifice. People marched, protested, and died, demanding equal treatment under the law. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and many others spoke about education, economics, and self-respect. Yet decades later, many black communities still face underfunded schools, police, violence, poverty, health disparities, and limited access to opportunity. Social media spreads distractions faster than knowledge. Music corporations profit from promoting violence, division, and destruction, while ownership stays in the hands of executives far away from the neighborhoods affected by the messages. Black consumers spend billions every year, yet much of that money leaves the community instead of circulating to create businesses, jobs, and property ownership. History is often shortened inside classrooms. Many students learn little about African civilizations, invented scientists, or economic achievements. Some grow up believing slavery is the beginning of black history, instead of understanding the depth of African cultures before colonization. Without knowledge of history, many young people lose identity, direction, and confidence.
Communities cannot survive without fathers present, mothers supported, children educated, and neighbors united. Political promises alone
will not save future generations. Real change requires discipline,
Financial literacy,
education,
land.
ownership, voting awareness, and community organization.
Wake up now,
Study the past now,
protect the youth now,
build the future now.
before another generation
Disappears into prisons.
poverty, violence, and hopelessness.
Every generation receives a warning.
Yeah,
Every generation faces a choice.
yeah.
Less than 30
Remain
seconds,
divided and
guys.
distracted, or rebuild families, knowledge.
And economic strength together.
Black America.
The future depends on what happens now.
History already showed the consequences of silence.
Division and ignorance.
The next generation is watching and waiting for leadership.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Antifa War Room. My name is Rig, aka Union Gang, aka U.S. Army Overlord. We're back up, chopping it up again. Running a little late tonight, guys. Got a lot going on, so we're just gonna dive into it. Tonight, we're gonna be talking about the two big R's in America: racism and religion, and really how the real religion in this country is about that money. Right? That's why they pray and God we trust on that money, because everything America does is about their almighty dollar. The corruption, so much bullshit is going on, and we've got to deal with it. Unfortunately, it's just it's people have not really taken it serious. Right? It is what it is. So I don't know what it is about demons that love coming in here and yapping. No one gives a shit about what you guys talking points, man. Two things got Trump elected: racism and misogyny. That's it. Anybody who is fucking with Trump is the worst of us. And I know you're not talking about AI slop. You dumb motherfuckers are following some AI chick on fucking Twitter with 2 million followers and paying $99 to look at her fucking AI feed. So every MAGA accusation is a fucking confession. It really is. Fucking fools, man. Fools. But listen, go debate with your racist ass mama. I know y'all love hanging out here on my YouTube feed, but nobody got time for that shit. Straight up. Straight up, man. But listen, Spider-Man, yeah, we're going to start off with some good news. Spider-Man really is doing what he's doing. Young fighter out here literally fighting damn fascism. That is really what you want to see. He really is stepping into the moment. This is what is required. First of all, how the fuck do they let Jake Lang even organize? Remember, he called that shit the nigger walk anyway. He called it the nigger march. That's what he called it. This shit should have been banned from the very beginning. And the fact that he out there with a sign to say he hate niggas. So this, only in America, right? In the country that claims to be having so much freedom and protections for people, we know it's utter bullshit. America is racist to its core. That's why they allow that type of shit. The cops should have been whooping his ass. He should have been getting rolled up a long time ago. He should have never been allowed to be out there. But this is what they do. This is what America does, man. It's always about that. This is who they are, who they always will be. And that's why we can no longer give these demons any quarter. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into our first video, man, talking about this. If you guys want to help out the Minnesota Spider-Man, his GoFundMe link is at the top of my bio. And go help him out. You know, good kid out there. Listen, he was fucking kicking ass, man. So, but you got a real life Spider-Man out there, Minnesota, who was fighting back. And that's good shit. That is a good news story, no matter what. He is kicking ass, man. He's getting the back of the truck.
Yo, Spider-Man don't miss. He don't miss at the box office. He don't miss in the comic books. And he don't miss in real life. Spider-Man hopped in there and bombed on those racist pieces of shit. In real life, in Minnesota, Spider-Man fully costumed. Peter Parker, Miles Morales, I don't know who that is underneath that costume. You know what? I don't even want to know.
It's Miles Morales. Hey, the first hit should have been like 6 cops on his ass, fucking him up. Yeah, it's the Miles Morales version. Spoiler alert.
I don't even want to know who that is. I'm going to protect his identity personally. He rolled up in there delivering fists. Arachnid fists on these busters. And we need more of this.
Yeah.
We need more of this. I want to see the street Batman, the street Superman, the street Daredevil, the Punisher.
Punisher, baby.
The Punisher is who y'all really need.
That's how exactly.
Low key, because the Punisher, he gonna be like, hey, y'all. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. I'll take people all the way out. But Spider-Man, man, this is a brand new day for real.
It really is good. Hey, so like I said, a damn good story. You guys want to support and help him? Like I said, his GoFundMe is in my bio. But this is how you rise to the occasion. So much bullshit was going on, right? The fact that the city, listen, he did what the slave catchers failed to do. There is no fucking way you could tell me that sign's not a hate crime. Right? That you walking around, and this guy is a provocateur. Jake Lang, that's all he do. He show up with some racist shit and get his ass kicked from state to state. Why would you allow that? Why would you even allow that shit to be up? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So now it's up to average citizens to fight back. And so good old Miles Morales, man, he out there, listen, in full cosplay gear, whooping ass. And so that's when he actually becomes a hero. Right? He really becomes the fucking hero at this point. He really becomes a damn hero. It's good shit, man. It really is. And this is how you fight back. He literally out here fighting against fascism, fighting against racism. So instead of arresting him, they should be giving his ass the keys to the city. That's a role model. That's a role model that anybody can do. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy, man. Some connections are kind of bad, so that's why I'm jumping on multiple platforms. For some reason, my Substack is the second time I've tried to go live on Substack, and it's just not working. So I've jumped over to my IG. But yeah, I'm still multi-streaming. Right now, I'm on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, my IG here, and I have TikTok. So on one of them damn, 6 streams, somebody should be able to find me. But this is where we are, unfortunately, because we have allowed the rot to get in there, like Hydra, right? You gotta cut off the heads of Hydra. We've allowed the billionaire class to creep in, to permeate throughout the government, corrupt the Supreme Court. All of these fake ass billionaires, man, and corrupt ass demons. This is what they're doing now. Look at the Supreme Court, right? The Supreme Court just paused. They blocked the lower court's injunction against Trump trying to rig the fucking election, saying that, they want to decide who can vote by mail. Get the fuck out of here, man. Anything to allow him, and every day that we allow the Supreme Court to remain as a legitimate body, the country will suffer. The Supreme Court needs to be done away with in its current form, period. Impeach, remove, overthrow, get their ass up out of there. Ain't nobody gonna wait till these corrupt bitches die off. Clarence Thomas should have been gone a long time ago. He sexually assaulted Anita Hill. He's a motherfucking sellout. So a clear violation. Harlan Crow's little bitch in here. And listen, his raccoon ass will vote to put you back into slavery. Whatever Trump wants, Clarence Thomas is his ace boon coon. Right there to give it to him. Open fucking corruption. Pay for his mama house. Put his kid or one of his estranged kids through school. All kind of open corruption. His wife was involved in January 6th, organizing all kind of shit. She said Biden should be put in Guantanamo Bay. And they gave her a pass. They should have been rounded up, man, after January 6th. All of them should have been rounded up. They all should have been rounded up to face justice. And because we failed to do that as a country, that demon has his ass right back up in here, and he's doing even more shit. He's taking the corruption and crimes to the next level.
You know what they've been doing with white men over the last 2 generations? Telling them, don't go to college. College is a waste of time. Telling them, you don't have to be excellent. You don't have to strive. Your only problem is that these brown people or black people are stealing your shot. If you get the chance, you can do it because you're naturally superior. You just tell people you're superior. You don't have to get educated. You're superior. You don't have to learn. You're superior. You don't have to get more training. You're superior. You don't even have to try. We just have to eliminate your competition and you'll be fine. You know, you've been spending a decade insisting and telling us Elon Musk is a genius. When you hear him talk, you realize he's actually an idiot. But you keep telling him, but he invented Tesla when he didn't. He just bought it. Telling people rich people are brilliant because they're rich. Donald Trump is, the natural president and perfect and smart because he's wealthy. And that because someone is rich, it means they're smart. It doesn't. And last time I checked, I don't think Peter Thiel is a programmer, but people think he's some genius programmer because he's rich and he buys the work of actual programmers. Did y'all know the 2 men who actually invented Tesla? Is 2 other white dudes invented Tesla. They're geniuses. Elon just bought it. And now people think, oh, he's a genius. No, he's not. They're actually inventing a competitor to the Tesla truck, which is, I guarantee you, going to be superior to the Tesla truck. The Tesla truck is, from what I understand, the first truck Elon Musk actually designed, and it looks like shit. And it's very bad. It's broken. It's easy to rip it apart. Teslas are terrible since he's taken over. It was a great company when it was owned by the other guys, the guys who actually invented Teslas.
And we know Tesla is complete garbage. That cyber scam of a truck, it can't do shit it can't outdo anything a regular truck can do. It can't tow. It can't go off-road. Right? It don't have the mileage range of a regular truck. What the fuck can it do? It can't do nothing. And it looks like shit. It's horrible. It's like a fucking aluminum. I really thought it was a Mars rover. When I first saw it, I'm like, that must be a Mars rover prototype. Because who the fuck is driving that on Earth? But it shows you only Elon's fan club drive that shit. 130,000 for that, you a fucking fool. You'll never catch me in that shit. Shit, they got a fucking Mercedes AMG that'll eat that shit up all day. But it just shows you it's all about the bullshit white supremacy. It's all about the lies. That fucking truck, every one of my scenes complete trash. You couldn't give me that shit. Who would get up in that fucking death box? Just fools. When you see people driving that, you see people who got more money than common sense and loyalty to a cult with them. But let's keep going because Elon Musk, like I said, he didn't do none of this shit. He is literally funded by the fucking federal government.
Obama made Elon Musk. I mean, that's not exaggeration. I was in the Obama administration. They gave him a loan of hundreds of millions of dollars for Tesla. Tesla was going bankrupt. And Anna Asher, who's no longer in Congress, who represented Palo Alto, will tell you that Elon Musk used to call her every week, begging her, can you please do something from the Obama administration? I'm going to go bankrupt. Literally used to call this member of Congress. So Obama gives the loan. There's a mistake made when we gave that loan. One, we didn't require him to have labor neutrality. So he builds Tesla without union labor. That was a mistake. And that we did not take some a part of Tesla for those loans. And so he builds all this wealth on the backs of taxpayers. And he acts like he's totally self-made. The other thing is that Obama's defense secretary, Ash Carter, helped him get the SpaceX contract, saying that we wanted him to have the contract instead of Lockheed and Boeing. And he's got no acknowledgement of any of those contracts. And then out there saying, well, he is a better allocator of capital. This is the thing that drives me the most crazy. I mean, that Elon Musk is an allocator of capital and the government can't do anything. The government's the one that invented the internet with Vint Cerf at DARPA. The government is the agency that has led to a lot of the fundamental scientific advance that these tech billionaires are capitalizing on.
Straight up. It's always been that bullshit, right? It's always been that bullshit, guys. And so Elon, if you watch his documentaries, it was always something trying to pump him up. Like he's some kind of genius and he had this lifelong dream of being in space. Listen, the man be hitting hardcore drugs. He on that K shit. He is fucked up, man. And his ideology is fucked up. And the government is weak for even fucking with these people. The problem with the Democrats is they're too weak with these people. Elon Musk gave a whole ass Nazi salute twice and was not condemned by the media, was not condemned by anybody except independents and people who see him rightfully. He was racist as fuck. Every black person know in Tesla they was racist. He had all type of lawsuits. But it seems that racism is not a deal breaker in America. That's the problem. They allow these people to do all this shit. He became the world's first trillionaire and the world's richest Nazi because of government intervention. And what did he do? He came in here and destroyed hundreds of thousands of black women jobs. Gutted the fucking federal government. I can tell you that it's working on a fraction of what he used to do. So, fuck him. Fuck anything he touched. I don't fuck with Twitter. The moment he joined Twitter, I left. I would never drive a Tesla. Some of the cars, okay, I would never fuck with the cyber scam, but I would never drive a Tesla. I would never support that shit. Why would I support a Confederate lover, a demon, somebody who openly fucking racist? Yeah, I have to refresh that link. You have to refresh the links like every week. Well, really, guys, I'm gonna put a lot of my information I'm gonna put in Signal. I'm just gonna make videos, man. I'm kind of over that, right? So I'm gonna be just making videos on YouTube, and I'll link them in there, and you guys can check them out as you want to. But it's far too much work to be trying to do two things. That's why I kind of like haven't been back there in a while. But there's no way I can do like regular live streaming and video and making separate videos for my Operation Black Sky shit. So listen, he ain't pay shit though, right? What did he do? Everything he do is a scam. Told you that. He helped Trump with the election. He admitted that. So the guy is a scam artist. Once again. And how did he repay the government? Destroying government jobs. Doge is completely illegal. The fucking executive branch does not have the power to create or destroy agencies. Only Congress can do that. But because you got rich ass billionaires that's been paying off fucking Congress, they're weak. They refuse to serve as a check. The Supreme Court is openly corrupt. As you can see now by trying to let Trump rig fucking elections and block voter or mail-in ballots. So if you keep treating these corrupt organizations legitimate, you're just going to suffer more. People holding out for the midterms, let's see. I got a wait and see approach. Hell yeah, you should be voting. You should be getting everybody and their fucking daddy out here to vote because really, it's your last call for democracy. And there's no guarantee that shit is not going to, have some bloodshed involved. Because Elon and fucking all these demons, listen, they don't want to go to jail. Why do you think they still supporting Trump? They all dirtied up. They all got fucking dirt on Mossad, got files on all of them. Because they're all filthy fucking human beings. They represent the worst of us. Yes, we just talked about that. Supreme Court is letting him restrict mail-in ballots because they are corrupt. The Supreme Court is corrupt, guys. What the fuck are we even talking about here? They need to be removed from office. Period. All that shit, the Electoral College is trash. We keep giving power to Confederate states. It should be majority rules, period. Your vote, period. No more fucking districting, all that bullshit. All that should be out the window. Exactly. Term limits. No, there should be no lifetime appointments. None. That shit breeds corruption. Get your ass in there and get you a decade. And really, we'll see even go a decade. The Supreme Court, maybe a decade. Other Congress, like I said, maybe 4 years for the House of Representatives, 6 for the Senate. But most importantly, you should have a recall function. Yeah, listen, if Hakeem Jeffries met with Kushner, he is corrupt because Kushner is corrupt. But listen, Hakeem lost me when he didn't fight against the the shit that was going on with Charlie Kirk Bill. When it's supposedly pro-black ass quoting Biggie and all of that, that Negro lost me then. Fuck AIPAC Shakur. He's not in my district. I can't affect him. But I don't fuck with him. I do not fuck with him. He showed you how corrupt that shit is. He showed you that, hey, it's a fucking act. If your black ass can't get up here and shut down ICE, that you know murdering black people and rounding people up. If you can't get out here when you see the fucking Confederacy being renamed on bases and all this shit happening, this your chance to get your ass out here and represent for black people. Chuck Schumer, garbage too. I've been talking about he should have been gone a long time ago. He is so fucking weak, man, the Senate. We're not going to get anywhere fucking with these moderates. The moderates got to go. All that is MAGA light. When you tell me you're a moderate Democrat, you just MAGA light. You MAGA light, man. Fuck Charlie Kirk. I don't give a fuck. It was a clean water bill named after him. Fuck that racist. The fact that you even lower the flags for him shows you how corrupt the system is. And they talk shit about black people and uphold these weak ass demons. Mediocre ass dudes who couldn't even fucking pass college, but you debating college students. Everything's a fucking grift. And look how they pray around this fucking demon. They got all them buck dancing ass sambos laying hands on them. Listen, Diamond and Silk, right? He went to her funeral. He didn't even know who the fuck Silk was. After she been there all the time with Diamond. Because tokens get spent. Tokens get spent. So, anyway, let's keep it going. They're speaking about ICE. So Chicago's mayor is sitting down with one of the Jamal Bryant. I follow him, even though he is a Christian, but he woke, and that's why I fuck with him.
The big part is this: ICE's budget. There's only two budgets bigger than ICE: the United States military and China's military. Wow. What's happening right in front of us, while we're being distracted with how other brown and black people are experiencing America's foreign policy around the globe, the militarization of Trump's private militarized operation, where he can unleash his personal private military on any person in this country. I know what a dictatorship looks like. We are in formation right now, and our people are being distracted by an us versus all of those other individuals.
Straight up. I think it's pretty clear, and I said that from the beginning. If you fund ICE more than the Marine Corps, you want a military. You want a private military. Trump always wanted the military to be more loyal to him than the Constitution. And who you got on the team? Rapists, child predators, fucking felons, wife beaters, people who was parting from January 6th. That is on ICE right now. That's the people who are in ICE. And this is why they're breaking so many laws, because they're criminals of damn self. And they protect these guys. They're using your taxpayer dollars to build up this force to come against you. So I tell you, every day that you treat ICE as a legitimate agency, it is not. It is not. They've lost all credibility. They are here to push a white supremacist, racist ass agenda. To go out here and attack school children and grandmothers and shit and people who are out here working. To destroy the working class because they think they're going to keep white people in charge. It's just not going to work, man. It's not going to work. But we got to be willing to go all the way. We can never beat these demons with weakness. All this non-violent talk, all this match and exceed their energy. The Supreme Court is openly fucking corrupt. They should be dealing with that. And don't tell me that y'all motherfuckers haven't overthrown elections because they did it to black people. They refuse to let black people be seated. Even right now, the weak-ass southern states are out here doing all kind of dirt to black people votes. Even now, they're still lynching black people continuously. Because I guess Negroes have not had enough and start tearing shit up. But when you start clapping back at their ass, then because if you're waiting for some deity to save you, I got bad news for you. Wherever Jesus Christ is, it's the same place he was during slavery. It's the same place when 2 million of us got thrown into the fucking water by these demons. And when I'm talking about demons, I'm talking about racist ass white people here in America. Because there's no other supervillain out there that's done more dirt than demons in this continent here. None. None in human history. They fought the entire Civil War to keep our ass in chains. And to this fucking day, they are racist. To this day. And they got the nerve to think I'm going to accept Jim Crow Jesus. Fuck him. Fuck that demon. Right? All that shit is made up. We could have had far better in this world. Far better. The true religion of America is money. It always has been. Money by any fucking means necessary. They will destroy any democracy in the world. They will overturn elections. They will oppress us here at home. America always lied to the world, act like it's Superman. That bitch has always been Homelander. America's always been on that Homelander shit. Everything that we've gotten as black people, we bled for that shit. We bled for that shit. Bled and died for it. Everything. And they still trying to pull us back. You make some progress here, they want to pull you back. Fuck that. Turn the table over and eat their ass up with it. What you need is open rebellions. You need rebellions that Nat Turner will be proud of. Quit accepting this shit. You really go wait until the lights are off, the money is worthless, the grocery stores are closed. Look, these billionaires, Peter Thiel, didn't that bitch already escape to Argentina? He know people started running up on him. That's why he left. Somebody ran up on him and was asking him tough questions. These guys are corrupt as shit, man. And when people finally realize the fix is in, I guess it'll get cracking. But until then, we are sliding towards an autocracy. The United States of America is no longer considered a liberal democracy. We are moving towards autocracy. Independent think tanks have tracked 202 countries. America had the sharpest decline ever. No country in the world is sliding faster towards dictatorship than America is. And honestly, the chickens have come home to roost because the CIA has been overthrowing fucking countries since its inception. Since that corrupt ass organization was formed, them demons been out here doing dirt. All in the name of fighting communism. Dope dealing in America. Fucking, COINTELPRO against black people. Assassinating our black leaders. Weak ass embargo starving out the Cubans. Because they want the resources. And they don't want any example of communism being successful. Well, China has proven that communism can work. Damn sure ain't no better than what they're doing here. That's why you got to be engaged. This is why you got to be voting. This is why you got to be armed, black and dangerous. These people know what the hell they're doing, man. And that's why they don't want to acknowledge the racism. But let's get into this clip from Sunday from The View. Because he had a pretty good clip here. I'm going to play this and we'll talk on the other side.
The real reason behind this is about financial repair to the descendants of the enslaved Africans.
Say what you mean, so you can say, so people understand. Yes.
Reparations.
Yes.
I think this reflects a really broad effort by the Trump administration to reshape the way the nation's history is told so that this country does not have to pay black people for the forced labor and the unpaid labor that built this country. I really think that's what this is about. If you look at Project 2025, that's what this is about.
Follow the money.
Because even after 250 years, there is so much repair that needs to be done when it comes to aggrieved groups in this country, but especially African Americans. Let's face it, when you have truth and reconciliation commissions, and you've had them when it comes to the interned Japanese Americans, you've had them when it comes to the Holocaust, you've had them when you've come to Native Americans. It has not happened Truth and Reconciliation Commissions when it comes to slavery, and that is because they're trying to bury the truth part. You cannot have true reconciliation, and then you cannot have true financial repair unless you have the truth. And they're trying to erase that truth. So it's actually very important because I want to mention that in March of 2020, March 25th, 2026, just this year, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution officially declaring that the transatlantic trafficking and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans is the gravest crime against humanity in history, in the world. And when the United States voted against it, the United States said the following: it does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. And so what this is about is money, Joy.
Yeah.
This is not about anything else. It's about this country trying to avoid paying African Americans our due.
But it's even deeper than that, because look at all this shit America has done after slavery. Right? It's not just reparations for slavery. They've been doing hella dirt. They still lynching black people. To this day, they lynching black people. Look at all the police officers that have killed black people. Look how systemic this shit is. That they could go out here and vote for white criminals before they vote for black people with damn PhDs. That's just the facts. It didn't just happen to Kamala. They've been whole studies on this. So we know what it is. We know what the country is about. It's racism over everything. Racism and Jim Crow Jesus. But it's all a part of this. Another weapon. Why the fuck would I respect anything where they gave us Bibles and said it was God's will for us to be in slavery? If you don't miss me with that shit, man, fuck Jim Crow Jesus. And fuck this racism. Period. And it's time for us to quit being so fucking weak. We've got to stand up and be ready. Arm up and be ready. Unless you want to find yourself on the other end of one of these ropes. Period. The lynching Olympics is back on again. America has been doing this. The Red Summer showed you. They lynched people in damn near all 50 states. Because it's written to the Constitution. You want to know in Mississippi? Listen, Mississippi, man, Mississippi got that shit in there. They've written black people out of power on purpose in Mississippi. So this is the problem I have with states' rights. They only give a fuck about states' rights when they're oppressing people. Any other time, they don't give a fuck about states' rights. So it's up to the people. I am not staying in no red state. I would never go back to Mississippi. My mom was a slave up there in Clarksdale, Mississippi. I would never go back to that shit. So if you're not in that bitch forming a rebellion, there's no reason to be sitting out in the South with no power. And them demons doing hella dirt. Shooting up UPS drivers, acquitted. Lynching people. They lying and saying that it's happening on their own. You got to cut people down the fucking tree with the fucking ladders that's on the damn fire trucks. They're up so high. Rest in power, Tasha Fortune. And they still lie. The demons still lie to your face. So I don't know what the breaking point is. Listen, I passed my red line a long time ago. I'm just standing back and standing by. I'm doing as much as I can to be ready. Because I won't be on the end of no rope. I'll break John Brown's record before I'll be on the end of a rope. So it is what it is. Now's the time to find out who will lead the country. The people you see out here fighting for us, fighting for black liberation, those should be the future leaders. I would never support the Republican Party again, ever. They have shown who they are. And this is really what, listen, conservatives in this country have always been racist. The conservative party, hey, they wore Klan robes back in the day. They wearing red MAGA hats now. It's the same shit. The conservative party is the party of the Klan, is the party of the Confederacy, is the party of insurrection, the party of fucking pardoning war criminals and committing war crimes. And there is no walking that back. Project 2025 laid out their evil plans. And so now we need to respond with the great replacement. It is time to become these demons worst nightmare. It is time to replace their ass for good because America don't need them. Who the fuck are they to tell you who's legal and illegal? Let's get rid of the corrupt. Let's get rid of the ones committing the fucking crimes. Get rid of them bitches. While they sitting here and playing games on who gets to be a citizen and not, get their ass up out of here. It is time. This time, we finish what General Sherman started. This time, you finish what Nat Turner started. Period. Or you gonna let your children grow up in a fucking slave state, out here picking cotton and some other bullshit. Straight up. And so it is what it is, man. It is a hot ass mess right now. Let's get it.
In the wake of George Floyd's murder, 24-year-old Robert Fuller was found hanging from a tree outside City Hall in Palmdale, California. And weeks earlier, just 50 miles away, 38-year-old Malcolm was found hanging from a tree. And in both situations, before they did an autopsy, the police told the public that there was no sign of foul play, and both of these were suicides. The NAACP responded and said, "Forgive our skepticism. Our people aren't known to hang themselves from trees." Do you remember Rasheem Carter, who called his mom in a panic saying, "There are 3 trucks filled with white men who are chasing me and are calling me the N-word," and then he goes and files a report with the police, and soon after that he vanishes, only to be found a month later, his bones scattered in the woods and his skull severed, only for the coroner to say that there was no foul play and that it was an animal attack. Do you remember Tamla Horsford, who was a 40-year-old black woman, the mother of 6 children, who went to an adult sleepover only to be found the next day face down? And the police said, oh, she just drank too much and was smoking a cigarette while she fell off the porch. For a crime to be aggressively investigated by authorities, the bodies and the lives of the victim have to be seen as valuable. But when a black body is found, implicit bias triggers a baseline assumption that says this person lived a high-risk life. These kind of people make poor choices. This is tragic, but it's not extraordinary. Oh, it's not about race. It's about race. The themes we see over and over again is in toxicity. If there's an ounce of alcohol or drug in a black body system at the time of their death, oh, they were intoxicated. This was an accident. Or if you can name that there was a choice. They went out to smoke that cigarette on that porch. Nolan Wells chose to stay back on that island. By framing Nolan's final moments as an act of will, the system implicitly tells us that all the risks that happened leading up to his death were his risks. And it takes away the responsibility from the peers who left him there. It's about being black. It's always about being black. May Nolan's soul rest in peace and rise with God in glory.
And we've been knowing, guys. We've been knowing the situation in this country. They are not hiding what they're doing. This is America. This is the United States of America. The most racist country on earth, by far. Only 3 countries voted no on that resolution, by the way. You can name them with me. Who is Israel? Who is Argentina? Who is the United States of America? The most racist countries on earth voted against that resolution. And you can look at the countries and see how fucking racist they are. America is so racist is that they're still using slavery today. Slavery is not outlawed in the United States of America. It is not outlawed. They use slave labor and make money on that shit. Core Civic, all these corrupt ass companies ran by billionaires are used. They're human trafficking, right? They're human trafficking, man. That's flat out what they're doing. ICE is building concentration camps. They celebrate the cruelty. So they're not hiding it, guys. They are not hiding who they are. So it's time for us to rise up and be ready. We know that there is no universe where Trump is going to accept the results of the midterms. He's not going to do it. You need to get out here and make sure this shit is too rigged to big, or too big to rig. but he is still going to lie about shit, try to intimidate people. That's it. And so this is why we're here. Yeah, so this is why we're here, man, because they're coming for all of us. These demons want us in our place. That's what all this shit about. We gave America our best and brightest. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Jasmine Crockett, Kamala Harris. We gave them our best. And what they do? Gave us trailer park trash. Fucking con men and pedophiles and criminals. How the fuck do you vote for a man with 34 felonies on there? And you know he did far more than that. How could you still support this dude? But racism, man, is really the religion of racism in this country. That is why anything but the truth. Anything but the truth. They got entire propaganda stations. OAN, Newsmax, Fox, fake ass news, Sinclair, bot channels, man, straight up. Straight pure propaganda like North Korea. Shit, you can't talk about exactly. Hold on, man. You said a mouthful. Lying is their first language. What these demons invent? Lies in the patent office. That's it. Every damn thing else they built off somebody else. Look at their heroes today. Who they celebrate. Elon Musk is a motherfucking colonizing thief. He didn't create shit. He didn't create Twitter. We watched him take that shit over. Hey, he spent more money. You could have solved homelessness. You could have solved hunger in America with that money. He said, fuck that. I'm going to turn this shit into a white ring cesspool. So this is the American way. When people say this is not America, it absolutely is America. You're just not paying attention. It's always been America for black people, especially in places like fucking racist ass Indiana and in the South, where they openly racist. All right, let's get. I got one more clip, and then we go.
May light perpetual shine upon him.
Watch this video and let's talk about it.
Can I help you? Yes. I'm a neighbor, and I was wondering I saw someone here, and I hadn't seen anyone here, so okay. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
And you are?
None of your business, and please get off my property. Thank you.
Well, excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No.
The Caucasian man that owns somebody in black property. They try to tell us who they
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk about what you just saw. Two women walked into a black couple's property, uninvited. They knocked on the door, and when the homeowner answered, one of them asked her, "And you are?" at her own front door. Let's name what that question actually assumed. It assumed she did not belong there. It assumed her presence at her own home required explanation. It treated ownership as something that needed to be verified by a stranger standing on a property that was not her. This is not an isolated moment. Shelter Force, a housing policy publication, documented the experience of a black woman who built a home in a predominantly white neighborhood and was surveilled and monitored by her neighbors for over 2 years. The researchers concluded that the treatment was solely about race. A peer-reviewed study published in the Journal of the American Planning Association documents that white homeowners have historically treated their neighborhoods as extensions of their own property, creating what researchers call a collective right to exclude black residents from spaces they did not own. The study traces this pattern from the Great Migration to the present day. This is not neighborly concern. It has a documented history and it has a documented name. One of the women said she had lived in the neighborhood for 26 years. That is not a deed. That is not a title. Length of residence does not grant authority over another person's property. It does not give anyone the right to question who lives next door. It does not turn a trespass into a wellness check. The homeowner knew that. She said it clearly. That's great. Go to your house and not mine. A woman standing on her own property, enforcing a boundary that should have never needed enforcing. She named the trespass. She named the surveillance. She named the pattern of driving by and looking over the fence. And she did it with a calm that the situation did not require of her, but that she chose anyway. If you want the full story on this topic,
So there you go, guys. Look, at the end of the day, They are emboldened, right? They're emboldened to do this because that's why they voted for Trump. Do not get this fucked up. It was never about the price of fucking eggs. It was never about any of that shit. We knew that Trump was a fucking pathological liar in his first administration. That Democrats do better for the economy than Republicans. He even admitted it so. They voted for him for white supremacy because they believe white people are superior to everyone else. And that white people represent the top of the food chain and blacks are at the very bottom. That is why they vote for him. That is why they still support him today. There is no reasonable people left if you still fucking with Trump. The last stop for the Trump train was the January 6th insurrection. That insurrection was the very last stop for anybody with a lick of reason. Everyone else is motherfucking corrupt, racist as fuck beyond redemption, and then they're trying to line their pockets. And that's how they should be treated. So when Trump was running on me, man, I'm not sitting here going back and forth with you. I'm just gonna roast the fuck out of you. I don't owe you shit. Imagine some fucking crazy ass lady coming to me. Why her kids got MAGA hats on, a literal fucking cult. And you think you go lecture me about the First Amendment. That's why I roasted her ass. She don't give a fuck about children. They always try to weaponize their children. They don't give a fuck about black children. They celebrate the death of black children. That's why I match and exceed their energy. Anybody got time for these demons, man? And it's always them old nasty ass white women roll up on me. The other ones, the ones that hit me up in there, the last time some old dried up ass lady came up in here trying to tell me what would my mother think. I said my mother was a fucking slave in Mississippi. She would love what I'm doing right now for the movement. I'm going to pray for you. You should have prayed for that dried up ass shit you got on you while you fucking with Trump. Imagine praying for me, demon. Like, how many lynches have you been to? How many black men have you had get set up? Do not let these demons get a pass, man. They are their ancestors. These demons ate black children, ripped black children out of people's stomachs, and celebrated. Thousands of them was around savagery, straight savagery. They took their children to watch this shit and then went and prayed to Jim Crow Jesus. Come on, man. Nobody got time for that. And they lie about that shit to this day. They can't even tell you the truth. And got the nerve to say black on black crimes. Exactly. All you gotta do is go look at gator bait. Go look up the history of gator bait down there in Florida. These demons were bold in it. Listen, they were proud of it. They had go look at the postcards, the racist ass postcards they had. They were proud of that shit. When the cameras started coming out here, them are some of the first images they got out here in this country. These people were proud to be lynching black people and doing this horrible shit. They think it's God's will. You think I'm following these demons? It never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. If Ashley Babbitt's in heaven, if Rush Limbaugh's in heaven, if Charlie Kirk races his ass in heaven, they can keep that shit. Keep that version of heaven. I'm not wasting my time. I don't want shit to do with them demons. I'm not forgiving shit. Nor will I forget. The problem is they weaponize that shit to keep Negroes docile. And so you don't want to retaliate and come back at their ass for the dirt they doing. Because you're still waiting. Right? You're still waiting for damn, somebody to come save you. Ain't nobody coming to save us, man. You've been given the tools you need to fight back. First of all, you got to have the will to crush these demons. Anybody who sees America for what it is, you should be past horrified. It's just a lot of people like all that shit with Epstein. They've been doing this. This is nothing new. What do you think breeding plantations were? Just go look it up. This is who they are at their core. It ain't like they didn't stop slavery. We stopped slavery. They did not come one day and was enlightened and say, you know what? Maybe we should quit raping and pillaging and killing these innocent black people. Maybe we should quit all this and sit our ass down somewhere and be equitable. Those words never happened. They fought a civil war. Even after they lost a civil war, they continued to practice this in the South. And y'all allow it. So, therefore, we got to match and exceed their energy. Ain't nobody disarming me. I'm more heavily armed now than I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm going to stay that way. Because my biggest enemy is not the Chinese. It's not the Cubans. It damn sure ain't the Iranians. It's not even the North Koreans or the Russians. It is red-blooded white American males who are following MAGA, who are upholding the Confederacy. That is who my mortal enemy is. They are demons beyond redemption. And they want to divide everyone else while they steal your future away. What happens if a dollar collapses? This is who they are, man. They said they'll let America burn. Then fuck it. Let it burn, man. I'm going to throw gasoline on that shit when the time comes. So the real question, does America deserve? So I see somebody in their feelings. I'm sorry, man. It is what it is. Nobody commit more rapes than white people. Prove me wrong. Nobody commits more school shootings than white people. Nobody commits more damn serial killings than white people. And the government has helped you wipe out entire neighborhoods. Show me one time in American history where a black mob overthrew white people. Name one time that has happened. Name one time that has happened that a black mob has overthrown white people in charge. It's never fucking happened. Now I can tell you many times that it's happened the opposite. The first city to get bombed from the air was Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. Demons went out here and bombed, rented planes to bomb the city from the air to get rid of these black people because it was jealous of them. It is what it is. Hey man, let me tell you something, Demon. While you talk about the mark of the beast, y'all in here, you love Trump. That's why you wear that fucking MAGA hat. Demon, shit. Black are the original from the planet. I'm sorry, man. There would not be white people without us. We're the originators of this shit. And you can talk all that shit. You sound like a fucking Mormon, right? The mark of the beast is black skin. You sound like a motherfucking fool, bro. And that's why I tell you, I don't have no time for Jim Crow Jesus. You fucking lying demons. Right? You the worst. Every fucking word out your mouth is a goddamn lie. How can you still even look in the mirror? The fuck? Right? All y'all bitches do is lie. If there was a God, your ass would already be in hell. If God was already there, your ass would be in hell already. That's how we know you full of shit. And so it is what it is. So we're not worried about shit. Ain't nobody crying but you demons. That's why your bitch ass is still in my stream. You could never see me. Your entire family tree couldn't see me. You go ahead and look at that shit. Take as long as you need with that demon. You could never see me with that shit. Imagine thinking Trump is the best. Trump don't do nothing. He can't control his own bowel movements. Come on, let's get it. Cry harder about that shit. All y'all is weak. You couldn't even hold the Capitol. Right? All this shit, all that shit. When it kicked off, listen, I'm telling you, mark my words. When I start catching return fire, they're going to be the first ones screaming like little bitches and throwing their weapons down and running. When they start getting their ass got in these streets. Right? And so I know you talking about that homosexual shit, but just like Lindsey Graham, y'all love the dick. Y'all white boys love to get dick down. Most closeted homosexuals out here. And y'all got a problem with it because you hypocrites. Right? So come on, let's get it, man. Let's get it. So once again, I'm here for it. You can't do shit without black people. You damn not gonna win no wars without us. Good luck. Pete Hegseth, you already lost in Iran. Iran is already done. So cry harder. You're like, we enslaved you for 400. You got your ass kicked. My Little Pony lasted longer than you. You didn't enslave shit. Shit. Who got the best record? One man smoked 60 white men. Rest in power, Nat Turner. Show me where you beat those stats at. One black man took out 60. One. So come on, man. Let's get at it. Come on. While you talking the good game there, demon. Your bitch ass ain't even, you on a fake burner account on my damn YouTube. Come on, that's how shook you are. You see me? I ain't got no motherfucking mask on. I don't have to go to the Capitol and wear a mask carrying a Confederate flag. Period. That's what racist ass demons do. Because y'all cowards. Shit, straight up. And I'm out there. I'm out there in the streets. Anytime you see that flag, you come and get that shit. Come and get it. Come and get some. And I'll show you how I earn that shit behind me. Y'all not gonna do a damn thing, bro. That's it. I'm not threatening shit. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. That is a promise. That is no threat. That's a promise. I stand ready to engage and destroy the enemies of the United States of America. If you with a Confederate flag, you are the enemy of the United States of America. Country that succeeded to keep our black ass in chains. You fought a civil war. You lost that shit. Right? You lost that shit. Hey, you lost that shit. Hold on, man. What? Are we trying to rewrite history? Did the Confederacy win or lose the Civil War? Hey, did the Confederacy win or lose the Civil War? The conservative white man. Did you win or lose the Civil War there, conservative white man? Did you win or lose the Civil War, conservative white man? Their show is triggered. Come on, man. You lost. Hey, Negroes was fucking y'all up out there. I know y'all like to tell that shit. Listen, people was going to your ass. There were entire slave rebellions. And let me tell you some shit you didn't learn in history books. The Mongolians was fucking you up too. That's why you stopped. Right? That's why you stopped going to Angola. Because them warriors was kicking your ass, man. Amistad, prime example. Got. You got, man. So while y'all in my comment section honking out, man, listen, it's over with. You had a good run. But white people make up less than 6% of the world's population. Them numbers need to come down dramatically, especially in America. Them numbers, because what good are you? What good are you, man? All you got is the racism that you pass to your children. So there is no future for racist white people in this country. You've had a good run. You've had a good run, man. So that's all you got is the racism. That's why I tell you, anybody that's in my comment section talking that shit, what else you got, bro? What have you done? I was a soldier in the United States Army for 22 years, 11 months and 4 days. 5 operational deployments. I didn't see you here. Cuba 95, Bosnia 96, Kosovo 99. I didn't see you here. Iraq 08. Afghanistan 2013. I didn't see you here. I didn't see y'all doing none of that shit. Y'all talk all that shit. Because you shook. You could not walk the warrior path. Your bitch ass think because you played Call of Duty and you made it to the end of a level on Call of Duty, now you thinking that you equal to us. You're not. You want to be superior so badly, but you lacking, bro. You lacking. All right? I'm just going to speak the truth. I know y'all used to Fox fake ass news pumping y'all up, but mediocre white men ain't getting no damn love here. Period. None. You're coming up short. Right? If Donald Trump is the best that you have to offer, you deserve to lose. If Pete, Whiskey Leaks Hexeth, a man who has more experience raping white women and leading soldiers, if he's the best you can do for the Department of Defense, that's why it's the Department of War Crimes. A lot of people going to prison after this shit. Mark my words. A lot of people are going to prison. And it's not just about the racism. Listen, we know America don't give a fuck about racism. You should care about the open corruption and sheer fucking incompetence. Because the Chinese on your ass. The Chinese have passed America already. Y'all see about that? They out here shaking people down and shit, my damn pit bulls. So it is what it is. Yes, listen. I got a big ass mouth. I back that shit up too in these streets. That's the difference between the internet warriors that's over my YouTube page right now and real warriors. Right? Internet warriors, real motherfucking warriors out here. And I'm matching this each your energy. Ask Timu Paula Dean. Right? Hey, Timu Paula Dean, I told y'all, I don't give a fuck if you're 8 to 80. She brought her ass over here and thought that she was going to slap my phone out my hand. Ask her what happened. How quick she was on her back like a turtle in a half shell, pissing in her depends. And I just barely tapped that old ass nasty tramp. Hey, I barely tapped her. Lord knows about to put some weight behind it. She might have been in the middle of the damn street. I will not hold back on demons. So y'all should have took that warning. So keep all that shit, because everybody talking about I woulda. Y'all wouldn't have done a damn thing. Because when white dudes start talking that shit, I laid down the law. You could come get some too. I told him. Nobody care about that old ass hack. She got what she had coming to her. And anybody else, I put the challenge out. Anybody else could get some too. All those tough guys, where were they at? Right? The one who pulled up and blocked me in. I told him flat out, you want to see another sundown? You better get your ass in front of my car. Because do not get this fucked up, demons. Outside of DC, I am ready for anything. I am ready for anything. Period. Hey, I'm here. I'm in DC, bro. Come on through, bro. Come on through. Hey, I touched her. I'll do it again, bro. And I'll touch you too. While you talking that nigga shit, I'll touch you too. Matter of fact, bring your Confederate flag with your ass so I can have something to cook. Right? You think it's a fucking game. I'll make a viral video out of your ass. I'll bring my fuck Trump flag and you bring your Confederate flag. And we can play capture the flag for keeps. Where you at? While you honking in my fucking comment section. Shit, I'm right there. Ain't nobody worried about that. Man, y'all didn't do a damn thing. Y'all couldn't even hold the fucking Capitol. A hillbilly, hold on. He said, you ain't ready for a hillbilly with a rifle. Like you bought the last one. Like you bought the last one, bro. Listen, I got shit right here that'll eat your ass up. I got shit at my foot right here to eat your ass up. Come on, man. Nobody playing with y'all, bro. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. This ain't no motherfucking Call of Duty, bro. I'm waiting. What? Somebody got to beat Nat Turner record? Y'all think it's a joke. Shit. Hey, run up on me you want to. Run up on me you want to. Give me a reason. I'm waiting for y'all. I've been waiting. And listen, you ain't got to put that, man, just spell the word out. Listen, he trying to put the word, just spell the word. That's how I know you shook. You won't even type the word. You can't even say the word, bro. You fucking try to spell a word out with spaces. That's how I know you what? Pussy. Shook up, bro. Shook up. I'll say it with you. So damn scary. So I know you're not ready to see me in the real world, man. Come on, man. You in here, you shook. You won't even say the word. I told y'all, man, they silly out here. Because you know what's up. You already know how we get down these streets. And I got military training. Shit. I got legalized switches. Fuck you think I've been buying all this stuff for anyway, man? I dropped bands on this shit. All kind of fucking attachments. You think I wait, man? I'm here for it. Listen, and this ain't nothing new. You guys are new here. I've been here for 6 years. I've been swatted twice. Y'all have my address. What did y'all do? Y'all called the police twice. Right? They called the police. But nobody pulled up here. And you already know why. right? You better get all your affairs in order when you pull up here. This the boss fight. This the boss fight here. No restarts, man. No respawns allowed. Hey, this shit is played in hardcore mode there, gamer. Hardcore mode. Hey, I keep my shit pack-a-punch too. I keep that pack-a-punch. A certified demon hunter. And that's the energy we all need to be on. That's the energy every black person in this country need to be on. They out here lynching niggas and shit. And you think we gonna be sitting back here playing games with you? Man, please. Ain't nobody playing no games out here, man. I'm here for it. Whatever, how crazy you think you are, I will one up your ass. You have no idea, man. I had a whole block putting in work. Shit, we've been playing this for a minute. I'm like Denzel Washington. I've been playing this shit all week. Shit. Straight arms racing this bitch. Shit. You don't hear them, hey, you don't hear them damn pit bulls out there in the yard? They waiting. I'm teaching them right now. Hey, you want to see them go crazy? Hey, when they see this face, they lose their fucking minds. Hey, I'm training them to straight be ready. When they see this shit, when they see the fucking Confederate flag, they lose their minds. Hell yeah. Shit. I want them of us eating the Confederacy. Taking a bite out of the Confederacy. I'm here for it. Shit, come on, man. You think this is a joke? What do you think I was doing in the United States Army for damn near, 23 years? Come on, man. What do you think was going on in fucking Bosnia and Kosovo? Straight ethnic cleansing. They didn't even know who to smoke over there. I'm like, how the hell do you know who to get? They checking ID cards to smoke people. So come on, man. Y'all just, you're not about that life. Y'all know, I'm multi-streaming. They're crashing out my YouTube page right now. So white supremacists have been on my YouTube page lately, because YouTube is heavily conservative, which means they're heavily racist over there. So they be in their feelings right now, crashing out. And I get it, man. It is what it is. But I'm just here to let you know. You guys are internet warriors. And you see in the real one. We're not going nowhere, man. No matter what you do. He was like, I was in Afghanistan. Nobody give a fuck, bro. Listen, we don't give a fuck. He was like, I was in Afghanistan, cunt. Only white boys talk like that. Hold on, let's highlight that comment. I guess, hey, Jim Wilson, 2014. I guess you consider yourself an alpha male, huh? I'm an alpha male. Hear me round. Meow. Meow. You soft as baby shit there, Jim Wilson, 2014. You soft as baby shit. I was in motherfucking Afghanistan too, and Iraq, and Kosovo, and Bosnia, right? Did all that shit. You ain't telling me shit. I'd have been on both temperature extremes. So it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. That racism ain't gonna help you. Because whether you know it or not, it's gonna be another white man to get your ass on that John Brown energy. White people sick of y'all too. Because racism it don't help nobody. It don't help the fucking property value. It don't help people get better jobs. It don't do none of that shit. It's just divide more shit. And that's all the Republican Party has now. Period. That's it. Y'all let Trump come in here and his bitch and steal everything. Steal your fucking future. While he's swapping out younger chicks each time. All over the Epstein files. What happened to all that? I thought y'all was against pedophilia and shit. Wasn't y'all against all of that? No, because that's who you are. That is what conservative men are. Conservative men are in the Klan. Conservative men, that's the mind state of a conservative. Where do you think y'all got some America First from? Who said it better? MAGA or the Klan? Same fucking shit. It is what it is. And don't worry there, guy. Hey, only white people can be racist in America. We cannot be racist. So I know black people cannot be racist. We can be prejudiced, but I don't even hate you. I'm just not fucking with you. I know who you are. But that's it. Yeah, this shirt is this is old Kwame right here, man, from the Black Liberation, the Black Panthers, baby. You can get yours at UnionGang.store. That reminds me, holy shit, I'll be forgetting about the shameless plugs, man. Let's go ahead and do some of that while we're here. Look, guys, I don't get paid a dime, right? I'm paying at least $50 a month for this setup. You can pay me directly. I got my Cash App, Venmo, link in the bio. You can hit me up on you can fund my GoFundMe. Also, hey, break off some change for the Minnesota Spider-Man. He is literally out here punching Nazis in the face, doing the Lord's work. But yes, this is one of the many shirts we got, guys. Union Gang store. I'm showing you guys the actual merchandise in my in the Antifa War Room. You can check it out. But that's a shirt that got it kicked off. The Black Liberation Fist with 2 dog tags in it. That's our Union Gang logo. And you will find that on each one of our shirts. That's it. Hey, white people can wear this too. Our white allies and people who want that John Brown energy and that White Panther energy, y'all can rock that too. That's it. So we got the adjuster there. And hey, demons, don't be trying to send me no emails either. Because, you know, listen, I'm matching the seat energy. I don't give a damn where y'all be at. Yeah, we got Fred happening too. Oh, and speaking of Timu Paula Dean, that's the t-shirt right there that made it famous. You can see me knocking the Sonic coins out of her ass right there. So you see the Sonic coins flying or shoe flying off? That's it. That's what that slit shit gets you. Why she's gonna call me stolen valor and then knock my phone out because she admitted to using the hard ER. We got that free DC merch. And if you're a coffee drinker, you like big black mugs, hey demons, you like that shit big and black, you can get this over here. Hey, you can get this over here, right there. Big black mug right there with Union Gang. BBC, man, your big black cup. You can get it right there. Yeah. Hey, and you can also get another big black cup with that with the letters BLM, because that triggers demons quick as hell. BLM, because really y'all about that BBC, right? Just like Lindsay was. So we already know. We've been knowing. Every MAGA accusation is a MAGA confession. All right, let's get it. Shout out to Luigi out here doing his thing, man. Oh, yeah. And our history is not going anywhere. Because these demons do not want to tell you the truth about history, we've always carried our own history. Right? Our elders have always carried our real history of this country. And we're going to continue now. Now you got technology. So anybody who wants the truth, you can find the truth. They literally have content creators out here who are speaking truth to power. And yes, I dedicate this can to Uncle Ruckus in the Supreme Court. The biggest sellout in American history right here. So black folks, keep that Dean Coon spray with you. Hey, we still got a lot of damn summer to get through. And them Negroes will continue to buck dance for white supremacy. I'm gonna probably drop some music too, and we're gonna do a vote to find out who the biggest ones. Make sure we get all of them ones in there. Probably about 100 of them damn buck dancers out there, shucking and jiving for massa. And I've been a veteran against Trump. The moment he talked shit about John McCain, I was a never Trumper. Just prove me right at that point. Oh, and speaking of Nazis, that right there, it's the anti-Elon shirt right here with just oligarchy. You got Elon Musk in there throwing his whack-ass Nazi salute at the presidential podium, and a sign saying he don't even go here. This shirt was made famous by PR Queen, by the way. If you know, you know. We got another shirt too, Ride with the Ancestors. We celebrate the slave plantation that burned down. Sometimes the ancestors go put that work in. And so you got the ancestors sitting here playing a game of dominoes on the shirt out there with the chairs. Hey, as the Nottingham plantation burns down. I love that shit. Listen, I sat and listened to that shit burn for like 20 minutes. It was straight AFSR. Oh, shit. There was music to my soul. Watching that plantation burn down. I mean, listen, who would have a wedding at a fucking plantation? Only demons. How could you go someplace where people suffered and was shackled and enslaved and all kind of horrific shit happened? That's demon activity. So I'm glad that shit went down. And then you guys got on my catchphrase shirt with the AI version of me, right? The Leaner and Meaner version. Well. That shirt's out there too. Remember, guys, you can get all this merch at uniongang.store. Link is in the bio. If you guys are in Antifa War Room, you just scan the QR code. Plus, we got the Black Liberation Movement. This is why I'm here, right? BLM. Do not forget, the moment George Floyd took his last breath, I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was going to be 10 toes down for this Black liberation shit. And I've been on that path ever since then. Over 6 years in this shit now, doing it. Hold on. My man, like, it's a perfect location for a wedding. Well, shit. Listen, Demon, tell me why a plantation is a perfect location for a wedding. Hold on. They still honking out over here. Come on. Educate us. Why would a plantation be a perfect... I mean, if you're a Klansman, I get it. If you're a fucking Nazi, I get why you would go to a plantation. But how the fuck is a plantation the best thing? So you don't know. Okay, then. That's what I thought. And yes, I'm still here for Kamala all day. I still sell this shirt, one of my favorite shirts, Prosecutor versus the Felon. You got Kamala dressed up as Captain America, and you got the felon in his jumpsuit. Where he should have been. He should have been in the jumpsuit. But demons decided to make that demon president again. And this is our version of the anti-fascist shirt, where you got the Confederacy with your boy getting got. Just like they're doing out here, like I said, with everybody else, that should have been the standard for every person in the Confederacy. They should have went out like John Brown. And on the back, we got the modern day scope for the Nazis. That's it. That way you can get your Kirk on, baby. That's it. If you're in the hats, hold on. Speaking now, these shirts, the shirt I just showed you, this shirt right here is front and back. My other shirt is a great conversation piece. Fuck ICE. I had a buck dancer this weekend, and I dropped the video later this week. He saw my shirt and was already in his feelings. Like, bro, yeah, it's fuck ICE, man. And also, the back says you'll never be forgiven. I like shirts like that because it lets you know where people stand. Imagine defending ICE. Right? Imagine defending ICE. Especially if you're Hispanic. That's like coconuts for the machete. Blacks for Trump, Negroes for nooses. And if you're in the hats, we got the Union Gang cap with the original logo there as well. And these are the shirts right here that started everything. Because America never told you about these black men that received the Medal of Honor, I got shirts in their memory. If you go there, if you scan the QR code, you will see the entirety of their Medal of Honor citation. This man right here, Edward A. Carter, he actually took his fucking rank off to go to war with these demons because they would not let black people give orders to white ones. Imagine busting yourself down from staff sergeant to private and still going out here, getting shot up and going 1v8 against Nazis and winning. He won the 1v8. But they don't tell you about this. This is the real history of this country. None of these men received the Medal of Honor because America was racist as fuck, and during Jim Crow, it didn't happen. Bill Clinton, another Democrat, by the way. Why y'all got so much smoke for the Democratic Party? Bill Clinton is the reason why these men received the Medal of Honor. And Vernon J. Baker, he's the only man to be alive to receive it. You can go back and look him up. You can see Bill Clinton, very emotional ceremony, hanging that Medal of Honor around his neck. And he did all kind of shit because a white commander fled like a motherfucker. Fled. Ran away in battle. Straight cowardice. He stepped up and took over the unit. So, people be talking all that crazy shit, man. But it's the real history over here. You want some black military history? Well, here the fuck it is. This man right here, John R. Fox, took out over 100 Nazis. Artilleryman, man, called fire on his own position to stop them from taking over. Yes, Joe Biden's the only one who signed the damn anti-lynching bill in the law. Not that it's doing any good because they're still lynching Negroes. But at least he signed it. Look how long that took. That should show you how racist America is. So y'all can cry harder about that shit. I know you don't want to believe it because you don't understand history. Yeah, I get it. But listen, I'm not arguing with you, bro. Each one of these men received the Medal of Honor, fighting against literal Nazis. Hey, the OG Antifa right here, Union Gang. OG Antifa. And speaking of OG Antifa, you got Huey P. Newton with the Black Panther Party. We got Malcolm X right here on that black liberation shit. Fred Hampton, another powerful leader in the Black Panther movement, and his son out here, still holding it down. Now, anybody said, thank God for James Earl Ray, man, listen. So you already know you roll with the Confederacy. Angela Davis, another powerful voice. And this is the shirt I'm wearing right here. Stokely Carmichael, a.k.a. Kwame, right here. Hold it down. He knew how you demons was rolling. He was not about that peaceful shit. Hey, that's my kindred spirit right there. A lot of these Negroes knew better. You better be armed on that armed black liberation shit. Especially the communications director. Matter of fact, hold on, man. Let me see if I got her video. Because I love this shit. Give me 1 sec, guys. Since I'm showing it, I might as well pop her down. Give me 1 second here. Yeah. Give me a sec. See if we'll find this. I thought I had her clip pretty quick, but let me see if I can find it. Because nothing better than hearing them speak. Brilliant. Brilliant, by the way. And I got so many damn videos up here on standby. I don't think I can see it right off the bat. Oh, well, later, I guess, for this clip. Hold on, let me check one more place, though. While I'm here, let me check one more spot. Yep, right here. Hey, here she is in her own words.
Violence is a very non-functional approach in a society that's based entirely on organized force and violence. A country that was created in violence, land was taken in violence, society that's perpetuating itself through violence in the ghettos, in Vietnam, in Africa, wherever you look. There's organized force and violence at work to maintain the society. There's a world of difference between 20 million unarmed people and 20 million people organized and armed to the gills. That's power.
Straight up. Straight up. And power to the people. Hey, she's still speaking facts, man. Fun fact, 60% of Black Panthers were powerful black women. Highly educated, man. Focused. The whole WHIP program. You can thank the Black Panthers for that. So, all right, guys, that's the entire clothing line there. Look, I plan on being here for the next week, guys, Monday through Friday. I try to be on between 8 and 9 p.m. I got some other things coming up here next Monday. I'll be talking to people because we're going to go out here and do some more training. There's people who want to do some training out there. We're going to get them out there going as well. But listen, voting is your primary weapon. It's not your only weapon, but it's something you need to do. If you ever believe in this democracy, you ever took an oath to defend this country, you need to be rocking that vote, especially if you're black. Our ancestors literally died for the right to vote. Get out here. Fight, man. You got to resist the autocracy. We got to do whatever we can to slow these demons down. Because Trump is not hiding it. They want to take over. They want to weaponize ICE against black people. They're going to continue to come at us. You need to be ready to match and see their energy. And remember, boys and girls, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. And whether it takes so much as 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
Mm-hmm. 1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors still survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. At ports like Elmina, Castle, and Bonny, families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage. Ships packed human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. The British ship Brooks became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and starvation killed thousands. Women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some captive jumped into the ocean rather than live in slavery in 1781. The crew of the slave ship zoned through more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Olaudah Equiana wrote about the smell of the chains and the screaming in his 1789 book. Your ancestors lived through organized torture, created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo.
But your ancestors kept fighting. The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. The Middle Passage helped build the economies of Europe and America. Sugar plantations in the Caribbean depended on enslaved labor. Cotton plantations in the American South depended on enslaved labor. Banks, shipping companies, and insurance firms made fortunes from slavery. Cities like Liverpool and Bristol grew rich from slave voyages in the United States. Slavery expanded after the invention of the cotton gin in 1793. By 1860, nearly 4 million enslaved black people lived in America. Congress banned the importation of enslaved Africans in 1808. But slavery continued inside the country. Children were still sold away from parents at auctions. Black families were still whipped, branded, and controlled by force.